Shonar Bangla. In return, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina tells mammoth the Thakurgaon meeting. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid urges all to uproot militancy and terrorism from country. No poverty in country if Sheikh Hasina government returns to power, says Finance Minister. BNP formed government to abuse power. Awami League for Welfare of People observes Industries Minister. North and South Korea to hold a summit on April 27. Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump to meet in May. And Germany retains top position in FIFA ranking despite losing to Brazil in friendly match. Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Tanzila Manar Sultana welcoming you all to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chittagong Center.
And I'm Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui with her. You just heard the headlines. Moving on to the details of those and other stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina urged the countrymen to cast a vote for Awami League in upcoming elections, recalling the party's historic role and sacrifices in realizing Bengali rights, nation building, independence and for continuity of the current development spree. She said this while addressing a huge public meeting at Thakurgaon Government High School ground today. Sheikh Hasina said decades ago the Bengalis earned its language rights as the people voted for the party, which in subsequent years spearheaded the nation-building campaign, and eventually the vote led us towards the independence in 1971. Bangladesh is now on the road of development as people gave their vote for both in 2009 and 2014, she told the rally organized by the district unit of Awami League. The Premier said continuation of the incumbent government was very crucial for continued development works. Sheikh Hasina said once Bangladesh was exposed to extreme poverty, while her party took various programs for poverty alleviation and to bring the vulnerable people under 142 types of safety net programs. Sheikh Hasina promised to improve Thakurgaon's road, air, railway communications and take particular steps to introduce an intercity train service to link it with the capital. The Premier reminded the residents of the northwestern district that the past BNP government shut down the Saidpur and Rajshahi airports in the region, while her government re-established the facilities after elected to power in 2009. On the other hand, she said the country witnessed a massive development of multimodal communication infrastructures as Awami League was elected to power in 1996 and 2009, when her government also resolved the acute power crisis. The Premier said only in 3.5 years after the independence, father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman turned Bangladesh into a least developed country, but was killed while spearheading the campaign to bring smiles on the faces of millions. The killers of Bangabandhu usurped power in collaboration with the anti-liberation forces, thwarting country's peace and progress, she said. Sheikh Hasina thanked the voters of Thakurgaon for giving vote in favor of Awami League candidates in 2008 and 2014 elections. Earlier, the Prime Minister inaugurated 33 development projects and laid the foundation stones of 33 others.
দেশবাসীর খিদমত করার তৌফিক দিয়ে দাও আমিন বাহাক্কে লা ইলাহা ইল্লাল্লাহ মুহাম্মাদুর রাসূলুল্লাহ
President Mohammad Abdul Hamid has urged the people to carry out united efforts to root out extremism and intolerance from the soil of the country. The President made the call while addressing the 8th convocation of University of Asia Pacific UAP on the premises of International Trade Fair Center in the city this afternoon. The President termed the militant forces the enemy of the country and nation as they defile the country's history and culture. Abdul Hamid categorically of the country at any cost and contribute significantly to the development and progress of Bangladesh. The President expressed his grave concern over the academic situation in private universities and said the country is yet to achieve the desired goal from the private universities. President Abdul Hamid asked all concerned not to use education for business purpose and not to turn it into a trade commodity. University Grants Commission Chairman Professor Abdul Mannan, Convocation Speaker Professor Dr. Muhammad Zafar Iqbal, UAP Trustee Board Chairman Manzoor Ahmad Chaudhry, UAP Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Jamilur Riza Chaudhry and Pro-Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. M.R. Kabir spoke on the occasion. President Muhammad Abdul Hamid handed over gold medals to 8 students for their outstanding academic feat. Later, the President inaugurated the new permanent campus of UAP. Earlier, President Muhammad Abdul Hamid attended the 3rd convocation of University of Information Technology and Sciences UITS at Bosundara International Convention Center. 8,837 students were conferred degrees at the convocation. President Abdul Hamid called upon the guardians not to involve in ominous and unfair competitions to help their children obtain A+ in public examinations, including primary and secondary levels. Terming the involvement of some parents in recent incidents of question paper leak, the President said the guardians should not only be concerned over their kids' exam results, but also be cautious about the issue of their moral degradation. The President also asked all private universities to abide by the Private University Act 2010 to ensure quality education. University Grants Commission Chairman Professor Abdul Mannan, Convocation Speaker Professor Dr. Muhammad Kaikobad, UITS Trustee Board Chairman Sufi Muhammad Mizanur Rahman and UITS Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Muhammad Sulaiman spoke on the occasion. President Abdul Hamid handed over gold medals to 5 students for their outstanding academic feat.
Finance Minister A.M.A. Mohit hoped that the country will attain major progress in fighting corruption within the next 10 years as the government has taken various steps to combat the social menace. The Finance Minister was addressing an award distribution ceremony at the National Theatre Auditorium in the capital today. The Anti-Corruption Commission awarded the members of the Best Anti-Corruption Committees of Dhaka and Mymensingh divisions, marking the Anti-Corruption Week 2018. ACC Chairman Iqbal Mahmood presided over the program. Among others, ACC Commissioner F.M. Aminul Islam and Director General Muhammad Zafar Iqbal spoke on the occasion. Abul Mal Abdul Muhit said the government is working sincerely to curb corruption from all levels of the society. The Finance Minister sought another 5-year term for the Awami League government to continue the ongoing development activities of the country and alleviate poverty. He also said Bangladesh has achieved a remarkable success in alleviating poverty under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Industries Minister Amit Hossain Amu has said that BNP has formed a government to abuse power, but Awami League did it to work for people's welfare. He said this while addressing a discussion meeting in the capital today. Engineers Institution Bangladesh IEB organized a discussion marking the glorious independence and National Day. IEB President Engineer Abdul Sabur chaired the discussion, which was also addressed by its General Secretary Engineer Khandokar Manzoor Morshed and IEB Dhaka Center Chairman Engineer Waliullah Shikdar. Amir Hossain Amu said the country achieved a lot under the Awami League-led government. He said Bangladesh will turn to a developed country before 2041 if Awami League stays in power. Commerce Minister Tufal Ahmed has said people trust Awami League government more as they do not want to see repetition of the terror regime BNP Jamaat had forced on them to fall January 5 election. The authorities have decided to observe March 26 as Bangladesh Day. Mayor of Washington, Muriel Bodger, issued a citation to this effect. The citation was handed over to Bangladesh Ambassador to USA, Mohammad Ziauddin, yesterday. Washington, D.C. authorities in the citation said on March 26 in 1971, father of Bangladesh, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, declared independence of the country and people from all walks of life started fighting against Pakistani forces to achieve independence. Besides, U.S. Foreign Ministry considers Bangladesh as a democratic, tolerant and multi-party moderate country which set an example in the world.
Now, news from around the world. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will meet South Korean President Moon Jae-in at a border village on April 27. The South Korea announced this today after the two nations agreed on a rare summit that could prove significant in global efforts to resolve a decade-long standoff over the North's nuclear program. The announcement was made after officials met at the border village of Panmunjom. The Koreas have a plan to hold another preparatory meeting on April 4 to discuss protocol, security and media coverage issues, according to a joint statement released by the two countries. Seoul's Unification Minister Cho Myung-hyun, one of the three South Korean participants in today's talks, told reporters that setting up discussions between the two Korean leaders on ways to rid the North of its nuclear weapons would be a critical point.
কিমের বাবা প্রয়াত কিম জং ইলও
More on international news. A fire at a police station in the Venezuelan city of Valencia in Carabobo state has left 68 people dead. The blaze reportedly started after prisoners set fire to mattresses in an attempt to break out on Wednesday. Police used tear gas to disperse relatives who surrounded the station after news of the fire broke. Chief State Prosecutor said an investigation into what had happened would begin immediately. State officials said the situation had now been brought under control. He said the state of Carabobo was in mourning. Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai has returned to Pakistan for the first time since being shot by Taliban militants. Pakistani television broadcast video showing her arriving with her parents at Islamabad's Benazir Bhutto International Airport under tight security. Details of the surprise trip of Malala Yousafzai are being kept secret for security reasons. The trip is expected to last 4 days. In an emotional speech at the Prime Minister's office, she said it had been her dream to return without any fear. Malala Yousafzai, now aged 20 and a vocal human rights activist, was shot in the head by a gunman for campaigning for female education in 2012.
And now, sports news. Germany will stay top of the new FIFA World Ranking following March's round of international fixtures despite losing 1-0 to second-placed Brazil last Tuesday. Gabriel Jesus scored the only goal of the game in Berlin. It is now 13 months since any other nation was topped, with Argentina being on the summit in March 2017. Belgium are back on the rise once more with a 4-0 victory over Saudi Arabia, moving them up 2 places into 3rd. Portugal and Argentina both dropped 1 place into 4th and 5th respectively. Despite beating Argentina 6-1 on Tuesday night, Spain will actually drop 1 place to 8th. Switzerland will upgrade 6th and France 7th as both climb up 2 places. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Vote for boat and get Sonar Bangla in return. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina tells Mammoth Thakurgaon meeting. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid urges all to uproot militancy and terrorism from the country. No poverty in the country if Sheikh Hasina government returns to power, says Finance Minister. BNP formed government to abuse power. Awami League for welfare of people, observes Industries Minister. North and South Korea to hold summit on April 27, Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump to meet in May. And Germany retains top position in FIFA ranking despite losing to Brazil in a friendly match.
From the newsroom for the moment, thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.